Hello, welcome to NTI Day 1 Absolute Value Help. It's Miss Rose. I'm going to be walking you through how to do your NTI Day 1 packet. First, I want to teach you a little bit about absolute value, if you've forgotten, because we did that a little bit, we did it a couple of months ago. So if you look on your screen, here's 0 right here. This is a really basic number line. In 6th grade, we added the negative numbers to our left. So you can see all of the negative numbers and then all of the positive numbers. For absolute value, we usually see it written like this. So we usually see it written like 2 bars with a number inside, like that. So this is read the absolute value of negative 5. So absolute value measures distance. Distance can never ever be negative. Like you can walk backwards, but you can't walk a negative amount. Okay, when you're walking, think of this absolute value as walking. You can never travel a 0 amount of distance. And that's the same thing with absolute value. So absolute value actually measures the distance. See, here's negative 5 right here. You can kind of see that right there. Let's go ahead and do that. There's negative 5. Okay. The absolute value of negative 5 is the actual distance it takes. You would have to walk to get to 0. So here's negative 5 right here. And we need to get to 0. So absolute value actually measures the distance from the number, the value inside the bars, to 0. And this is how we count that. I start at negative 5 and I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I stop because I'm at 0. If I count the jumps that I've made, I can look up there and count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So consider this. You're to the left of a fence post and you take 5 steps toward the fence post, which our fence post is 0. You have traveled 5 steps. So the value of absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Okay, and that's kind of how that works. Now, consider this. Let's pretend like that our absolute value number is just 5. I'm going to erase all this. Okay. So let's go over there and look at 5 and let's see if it changes. I'm going to go ahead and erase this because we don't know what that is. So the value of positive 5, the absolute value of positive 5, we're going to go over here at 5. Here's 5. We're going to do the same thing. We're traveling from 5 to 0. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The absolute value of 5 is 5. So if you've already noticed a pattern in absolute value in the 2 examples that I showed you, you may notice that both of my answers, so here's the one that we did before, negative 5, the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Okay. So the pattern is that your answer is always going to be positive. It is never negative. So that's pretty easy. I'm going to draw a little reminder out here. Here's my little no bar. Whoops. Okay, so it is never, ever a negative number. Let me go ahead and put. So if you, when you're doing your work for NTI Day 5, if you get a negative number for an answer for absolute value, you've gotten the wrong answer. You need to make sure that whatever number is inside the bars, you rewrite it as positive. If the number is already positive, like this number right here, you just rewrite the number. If the number is negative, you just take off the negative sign and rewrite the number. Hopefully this will help you with your NTI work Day 1 for absolute value. Any questions after this video and you're still not sure, you're welcome to contact one of your math teachers, Miss West, Miss Bauer. You can contact me, Miss Rose. You should have our office hours. You can email, call, or text, and we'll be happy to help you further with your work. Please do not be afraid to reach out. We are here to help you, and we want to help you. Thank you very much.